living on a modest pension and the occasional kindness of neighbors. Her home, a tumble-down cottage with a crooked chimney, stood as a testament to years of quiet independence. Many avoided the area altogether, half remembering superstitions about wild animals roaming those woods. Everything changed one winter, when a villager reported spotting Agatha accompanied by a small, scruffy wolf pup, hardly bigger than a house cat. The pup's bright yellow eyes, so characteristic of wolves, shocked passers-by. How could a frail old woman keep a wild creature as a companion? Some predicted disaster, while others wondered if pity or loneliness drove her to care for the orphaned pup. Despite the murmurs, Agatha persisted in raising the wolf, calling him Silver for his sleek, silvery fur. Over the years, Silver grew at an astonishing rate. Villagers glimpsed him bounding after Agatha on her rare trips to the market, looming so large that even dogs avoided crossing his path. Though many remained fearful, no reports arose of Silver showing aggression, only unwavering loyalty to his aged caretaker. When townsfolk dared approach, they'd see a massive wolf standing protectively by her side, ears perked, gaze watchful but not menacing. In hushed tones, people admitted a strange fascination with this unlikely pair, a bent-backed old woman forging a bond with a beast known for its primal instincts. Then, one autumn, the unthinkable happened. Agatha passed away quietly in her sleep, leaving behind her beloved wolf, an animal of immense size and unknown temperament. While neighbors prepared a modest funeral, they also fretted over what would become of Silver. Had her presence alone kept his wildness at bay? No one imagined that his next act, sparked by a grief too large for words, would shake the entire village to its core, revealing a devotion that transcended the line between human love and the call of the wild. When Agatha first discovered the wolf pup, she had been gathering fallen branches in the forest, keen to stockpile firewood for the harsh winter. A faint yowl had drawn her to a withered tree stump, where a tiny ball of trembling fur cried out, half covered in snow. Agatha's heart clenched at the sight, a creature likely orphaned, and too young to survive alone. Though her neighbors would have scoffed, calling it madness to adopt a wolf, she couldn't turn away from those pleading eyes. Carrying him back to her cottage, she laid the pup by the hearth, feeding him warmed goat's milk from a shallow dish. The pup responded with fragile trust, his thin tail attempting a wag. Agatha had seen enough winters to know the gravity of rearing a wild animal, yet something about the pup's vulnerability mirrored her own solitude, two forlorn souls overshadowed by a world that rarely made room for the weak. As weeks turned to months, the pup, christened Silver, recovered his strength. Agatha fashioned simple bedding from old blankets and introduced him to a schedule of regular meals, scraps of leftover stew, occasional bits of rabbit or fish. The pup devoured food with relentless hunger, limbs growing with uncanny speed. Despite warnings, she never tethered him outside. Instead, she coaxed him gently to accept her presence, brushing his fur and tending to minor cuts he picked up rummaging near brambles. Each little sign of affection the wolf returned, like softly placing a paw on her knee, eased the loneliness in Agatha's chest. Meanwhile, her nearest neighbor, a reserved farmer named Tobias, observed the changes at the cottage from afar. Once, while delivering a bag of potatoes, he spotted Silver curled near Agatha's rocking chair, head on her lap. Alarmed by the sheer size of the beast, Tobias offered to help rehome Silver to a nearby shelter that sometimes took exotic or wild animals. Agatha refused politely but firmly. "He's my family," she said. "We both have no one else." Tobias